Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we're here for another one of our mass making sessions. We are at week number 47, would you believe? And what we're going to be making today is the pen holders made from a sheet of 6x6 paper. So if you are familiar with my channel, you'll know that we are doing reruns, and yeah, this is a rerun of week number 47. So it's week number 147, rerunning week number 47. So if you are wanting to make some of these, what you're going to need is a bunch of 6x6 papers or something you can cut down to 6x6. So I've got my 6x6 papers here just from some old paper pads that I've got. And then I've also got some kind of scraps of printables, which I'm going to cut down to make 6x6 size as well. So that we can have kind of, you know, a combination of the two. So let's have a look and see. Actually, no, sorry. The other thing you're going to need, sorry about that, is you're going to need some glue, and you're going to need obviously some scissors, a bone folder or your scissor handles. Scissor handles works fine. Paper clips. Again, it's up to you really if you want to make these into a paper clip. You know, you could just bulldog clip them onto the page or something like that. But yeah, I mean, ideally, some paper clips so that you can actually attach a paper clip onto them. So I'm just going to grab a few more actually, because maybe I haven't quite got enough. So yeah, let's just put those there. And I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. If you want to decorate them, you might need some bits for decorating. But, you know, as usual, I probably am only going to decorate one. So yeah, let's get making them and sort of see how we make them. So I have to be honest, I find these pretty fiddly to make, and I had to rewatch my first video, and I was horrified to notice that, oh, I obviously hadn't edited the video properly, and yep, I've got kind of me mucking them up and things. So I must try and remember to go back on and actually edit the video. Right, so I've got my 6x6. It had a sort of bordery type bit across the top, so I've just trimmed that off so that it's a true 6x6 piece of paper. Then all I'm going to do is take it and fold it in half, so like that. And, you know, I mean, this is just brilliant because I don't know about you guys, but I have got some 6x6 pads that I never ever use, so this is a good way to use some of them up. You're going to open it back out, and then what you're going to do is just fold in your first corner nearly to the middle. So it doesn't have to be quite to the middle, you know, in fact, probably best not to be quite to the middle. Leaving a little space, but, you know, nearly to the middle. Okay? And then what you're going to do then is take this bit and fold this bit in, again, nearly to the middle. Like that. And then squish that down with your bone folder or your scissor handles. Okay, then you're going to turn it round, and you're going to fold this one in again to the middle, nearly to the middle, like that. Again, just then bone folder that down or scissor handle that down. Squish it in. And then you're going to open it out, and you're going to take this edge and fold this in to a little triangle here, just to that fold line, if you see what I mean. So you've got a tiny triangle there, and you've got a larger one there. Okay? And then all you're going to do is like fold your piece in on itself, like that. And then this one will go over the top, or you could do it the other way around. I don't think, yeah, probably that way is neater. Now, when I made these previously, what I then did was kind of put some card in here, because your paper clip is going to go up there like that. And I just put some card in. Now, what I did just now was I trimmed this edge off, because otherwise you've just got extra bulk here. So you could glue this, of course, all down. So you'd glue this triangle down, then you'd glue this portion down, and then you'd glue the whole thing over. Or what I thought was probably handier to do is just cut this bit off like that. And then not only do you have less bulk, you know, because it's just gluing there, but you've then got this piece which if I just trim it down slightly, which you can put inside here, covering your paperclip. So you've got then the coordinating piece to put inside your pen holder, if you see what I mean. So like that, which I just thought, well, actually, that's better, isn't it? I don't think that occurred to me on the other video. I didn't watch the whole video. I just watched enough to get the gist of what I was doing. So who knows, maybe it did finally occur to me, but certainly I didn't see it. So let's assemble this. So we're going to glue this little piece down, which is now obviously in a regular shape because of course we sliced off this section here, but you know, that's absolutely fine. So squish that down like that. Okay. And then you're going to take your other triangle and we're going to squish that one down. Like that. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Now at this point, you could put your folded piece of paper in here. So what I'm going to do is probably put my longer section, you know, the longer part of the paperclip into the inside. And then it might just be easier to just glue this down. So just going to take this down here, like that. And then for this, all I'm going to do is hot glue this on because I like to, you know, make sure it's just nicely glued, quick and easy, and I don't have to then be, you know, worrying and pressing it down unnecessarily. So just press that like that. Okay. That's just clamped my paperclip in. Like that. And then you're going to just fold your piece in like that. And then all you're going to do is you're going to glue here along this outside edge that's going to trim along there. And then you're going to just glue here and along the bottom. You might want to glue here. So, I mean, basically, you're just wanting to attach all of this together. So, if I just show you, probably easier to show rather than try and describe. So, that's closing in there. And then all you want to do is make sure that your piece is kind of like glued down so your pen isn't going to go into the wrong section, if you see what I mean. So, like that. Okay. Press that down. Like that. Okay. And then your pen obviously goes into this portion here. And of course I can't now get my thingamabob to open, but oops, I've got this pencil which I've not sharpened yet, so it's one of my daughter's pencils, I think, that was gifted to her by the lovely Heather. So, oh, come on. Oh, right. Okay. And that's your pen holder there. So, of course, you know, that pencil's far too big. You'd want a pen that actually fit in there, you know, as your paperclip is on here. But, you know, that's the gist of it. So I just wanted to show you kind of how that worked. But, yeah, I just need to be careful because obviously it's still gluing together. So let's do another one of those because I know that they're a little bit fiddly and not kind of the most, you know, obvious kind of thing to do. So we're going to take our 6x6. We're going to cut the border edge off. Like that. Okay, we're going to fold it in half. Like that. Okay, bone folder that down. We're then going to open it out and we're going to fold the triangle to almost the middle point. You know, very, very close to the middle point. Like that, okay? Squish that down with our bone folder. And then we're going to fold this over here like that. Squish that down like that. Okay. Then what we're going to do is turn it round. We're going to fold this into the middle. So, I mean, basically, both of your sides have come into the middle. The difference being one has got the triangle first, to the proper centre, and then the next one has got the triangle here just into this small centre. So I hope that kind of makes sense. It's very difficult sometimes to describe things. I'm hoping that it's making sense showing it. Okay, so that's what you've got there. And then you fold it over, and then you fold it over there, and that's your little pen holder. So again, what I'm going to do is open it out and just trim along on the fold, or, you know, close to the fold, like that. And that's it. And then obviously again, we've got this that can just slot in there. So I'm just going to trim that down so as it properly fits. Like that. And like that. So again, just want to trim that down here. Oh dear, did not make a very good job of cutting that. Okay, hopefully that's a bit straighter now. Okay, get my paper clip. Oops. Right, so all of my gluing is going to take place now. So the first piece to glue is this one here with the irregular sort of funny shaped triangle now. So pressing that down like that. Okie dokie. Then I'm going to glue my next triangle down. So this one here. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take it in. This one first, the one with the small triangle first, and then the irregular triangle afterwards. I don't know whether it matters. Yeah, I mean, by the looks of things, it doesn't really matter which way round you do them. But yeah, I'm just going to stick with how I did the other one. Well, for the minute, who knows? I might change my mind in a minute. But along the bottom to stick that together. Along the bottom of this one to stick that together. Along the edge here. And then again, filling in the kind of centre. Fold that over like that. And then just squish that down. Oh, and I forgot to glue the paper clip in, so that was my mistake, completely my mistake. Yeah, I mean it's not impossible to do it now. It just would have been easier, obviously, gluing it in first. But oops, that's fine. I can do it now. So that's the paper clip part, and then this obviously now. Just needs trimming down slightly more so as it slots in nicely. Okay, so that goes in there like that. So obviously, because I kind of forgot this, oops, I can't really use the hot glue. So what I'm going to do is use the wet glue like that, just to a point. And then what I'm going to do is take my hot glue just to seal it at the top. So press it down like that. And then my hot glue, I'm just going to run along here, straight along this top sort of, I was going to say like a hemline. I suppose it is a bit like a hemline. So straight across here, like that. Okay, like that. And that's it. That's your little pen holder. So like I say, I mean, they're not that complicated. They are a little bit fiddly, and obviously it is, you know, kind of important to get the folds in the right place. But once you've done a couple, actually, you know, they're surprisingly simple. You know, it's just kind of getting them in the right places. So let's do one more with me talking us through. and then we can just relax and sort of have a nice time. So take my piece of paper. I've cut the strip from the top. Okay, we're going to then fold this in half, like that. Okie dokie, squish that down with the bone folder, like that. Okay, you're going to then open it back out, and then you're going to take your first side and fold a triangle roughly to the middle, not quite to the middle, just to confuse things more. Not quite to the middle, just nearly, like that. Okay, then you're going to take this and fold this now nearly to the middle. Okay, squish that down like that. Okay, and then all you're going to do is then basically turn this around, and then we're going to now fold this section into almost the middle, but the whole, you know, the whole length, so it's not got a triangle kind of folded into it just yet, like that. Okay, and then you're going to open this back out, and you're going to fold a triangle here into this fold, so just like that. Okay, like that. Just squish that down with the bone folder, and that's literally it. And then fold it over. So again, what I'm then going to do is open this out and snip off along that fold line, or, you know, close enough to that fold line, my little edge, like that. And again, then I've got this piece here, which of course I can then use as my, you know, paperclip cover. Perhaps that would be the right word to use, paperclip cover. So yeah, like that. Just check that that's going to fit. Yeah. Okay. So that's literally all there is to those. So going to get my paperclip this time, because it was probably better to have the paperclip on there first and just do it with the hot glue. So going to open this out. I'm going to glue down this irregular shaped triangle. Okay. I mean, these are just like a little one sheet wonder, aren't they? Because, you know, we are just literally using the one sheet of the 6x6 paper. So, I mean, they're a brilliant way to use up your paper pads. And, you know, they're really not too fiddly, because they are just, like I say, just that one sheet of paper. Or they're, you know, not too fiddly, but don't require lots of tools, let's just say. So, I mean, you could do this, you know, sat in the evening watching TV and things like that. You know, you might not be able to add the paperclip part, you know, if you're using the hot glue, but you could definitely do all the rest in front of the TV. So, you know, they're quite a sort of quick and easy TV type project, aren't they? And you could bash out tons of these, to be honest, while you're watching TV. So I'm just going to put that in there. So again, what I'm going to do is just hot glue this down. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, and that's it. So then what you want to do is obviously glue your pieces down. Glue them together, perhaps I should say. Like that. Oops. Just dab that bit of glue out. Like that. Press them down. So, I mean, they're so quick, aren't they? You know, I'm not sure what the time is, but 19 minutes. So we've made 3 already. You know, and that's with me kind of talking you through. So I've been doing it sort of slightly slower to kind of talk you through. So you know, they really are very quick. So yeah, I can probably stop talking through the process now, and we'll just kind of assembly line style some. So what I'm going to do is just take my 6x6 papers, and then I'm going to kind of use one like a template to cut down some of my printables into 6x6 paper as well. So like that, okay. So I've got this one here, which is my Butterfly Beauties. I was hoping that I was going to be able to keep that bee. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Perhaps I won't use that. I'm just going to have to hoard that one now. Right, so I've got this one, which is my Paris bouquet. So yeah, let's use this one. Okay. I mean, to be honest, they probably don't even have to be exact 6x6. You could probably, you know, get away with doing them, you know, actually probably any size. They're just going to be then slightly smaller or slightly bigger. But, you know, that's fine, isn't it? And I've got some leftovers from another mass make here. So this is my Pink Ladies paper. So again, let's just cut this down to a 6x6 size. Okay. Oh no, it's just clouded over. It was looking like such a lovely day. The sun was shining and I thought, oh, summer's arrived at last, because yeah, it's not been great so far. And now it's suddenly clouded over. I hope that's just like, oh, hoping it's just, yeah, just for a temporary lapse. And it's going to come back out in a minute, but I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's forecast to be lovely and sunny all day, but who knows? Yeah, and then this one. So this one's just from my Victorian gallery kit. Again, just deciding which way I want the paper. I wonder if I make it slightly shorter, so as I can try and get that whole butterfly, you know, to be able to use that butterfly to cut out. Kind of thinking. Well, this is where we're going to see whether the non 6x6 paper would work, but anyway, hopefully it will. Like that. Okay. Yeah, so I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope your week has all started out well. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I film these generally on a Monday, ready to go out on the Tuesday. However, if you watched my channel last week, you'll know that I am, you know, renting my house out for 3 weeks and also going to be going on holiday for a couple of weeks. So I'm having to quickly film ahead. And yeah, so I have been madly filming ahead. So I'm having to film obviously the mass makes ahead, which is just really weird for me, because normally filming them the day before, or certainly a couple of days before at least, or at the most, at the longest. This is really strange because yeah, normally I would class this as a bit like a sort of live type video, you know, in that I can talk about what I've been up to all week and things like that. And this week, obviously, like, well, I haven't been up to anything, because of course I've only just filmed my mass making from last week, you know. So I'm on the same week. Well, I'm actually filming this on the same day, so I have done nothing since an hour ago. Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, I digress. So, but I hope that you guys are all having a good start to your week. So, yeah. Hope the sun's shining where you are. Like I say, I mean, it was looking like a glorious day, and now I'm not sure what's happened. I'm hoping it's going to come back out in a minute. Although I can't see any sky without cloud. So I might be just kidding myself there that it's going to come back out. So, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? I love that. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of do all my folding and trimming, and then all my gluing, I think. So, yeah, sort of assembly line style, so that I'm doing all the same processes together. that makes sense. So like that. Okay. I'm trying to think if I've been watching anything on TV of late. I have been watching, oh gosh, what's it called? Sweet Something and Pray, I think it's called. I can't remember now the exact name. But it's about a sort of, well, a group somewhere. Now, I don't really want to talk about this too much because I may not really get my facts right. But anyway, it's on Netflix. Quite interesting. I'm about episode 3, I think. I don't know how many episodes there are, but yeah. Check it out, you know, if you fancy it and just, you know, fancy something a bit sort of different, then check it out. I don't know, you know, I don't know where we're heading, kind of, you know, episode 3, but yeah, it's interesting, let's just say. It's quite an interesting one, so. Okay. Right. Oh, I know what I've been meaning to mention for a few weeks, actually. Who else is having problems with the Amazon returns? Now, I absolutely love Amazon. I mean, they are kind of like a complete, you know, game changer for, you know, yeah, when you're sort of, you know, haven't really got time to get to the shops and things like that. I literally can't sing their praises enough, normally. However, I don't know what's going on. In the last few weeks, they have had a change to, I don't know whether it's their policies or, you know, what it's a change to, but oh my goodness. Amazon, seriously, sort it back out, because you've gone from being like incredible to a nightmare. So I noticed this, first of all, when we were doing our room swaps. I bought a few things that then obviously, you know, of course, needed to be returned. You know, everything I buy needs to be returned. And yeah, I had all these things that needed to be returned. Sorry, I'm just deciding which way around I want this. Oh, I might like this one showing a bit more, I think. Yeah, I mean, I've constantly got things that need returning, to be honest, to somewhere. But anyway, so I'd ordered all this stuff that then, you know, had to be returned. It was like the wrong colour, the wrong size, the wrong this, you know, or I then found something better in the shops. So, oh my goodness, what a nightmare. I don't know what has gone on, but for some reason, items that normally, you know, I would have just ordered willy-nilly from Prime, you know, no problem, and then you just return them like, you know, there's a kind of local shop, thankfully not my post office, which, as you know, is hardly ever open. So, you know, it was brilliant that it didn't require going there, but it just went to another shop that was open all the time. They've now changed it, and oh my goodness, what a nightmare. Because there's now about 5 different shops that take the items. However, none of them take all of the items. So one shop will take certain labels, another shop will take other types of labels, and of course you don't know which shop is which, or which label is acceptable to which shop. I had one day where I had to go to 5 different shops, 5, before I found the shop that actually was happy to take this particular Amazon return back. I mean, come on, Amazon. People don't have time for this. And your absolute amazing selling point was, you know, that your returns process was so effortless and easy and, you know, amazing. Now, not only is it not effortless, not easy, definitely not amazing, it's pretty stressful. It wastes a bunch of time. It wastes a lot of, you know, petrol. And a few things I've had to pay to be returned. Which, what on earth? You know, I've gone from this amazing service with Amazon Prime, where everything is just, you know, returnable, it's free, it's just amazing, to now things are, you know, not returnable to a standard shop. It's some are here, some are there, some are, you know, at another shop. And I've had to pay for 1 or 2 things to be returned. And one of those things I took to the post office, and she said to me, you know, I said, I know I've got to pay for it, you know. I said, but on principle, I'm still returning them because, you know, I mean, it was costing me half the value of the item to return it. But I said to her, you know, I can't just keep things just because I think, oh, well, you know, it's costing me half what they cost. You know, because actually, why do I want to keep things that I'm never going to use, you know? She then said to me, well, I don't know where this has got to go. She said, Amazon keep doing this lately where they just put like a little code on the address and then doesn't actually mark what country it's even going to. So she kind of had to just make a guess and said to me, I'm going to put Slovakia down. This particular item just happened to be Slovakia. She said, I'm going to put Slovakia down. She said, I just want you to know, if it's not Slovakia, you know, this will be returned to you. So, you know, what kind of service is that? Because it cost me £7 to return it. You know, the item was only £17, you know, that I was returning. So it's cost me £7. It means really I've only, you know, saved myself £10. Oops, I've just done this the wrong way. Too much talking going on here now. You know, and then, yeah, we don't even know for a definite whether it's going back to the right country. I mean, for heaven's sake, Amazon, please sort it out. Because the thing is, you know, and I think this sometimes happens, you know, when companies are mega popular and of course everybody's using them, and of course, you know, Amazon, I mean, you know, incredible service. And I mean, I don't know of really anybody who doesn't use Amazon, but they're using you because you're so brilliant. If you start, you know, mucking people about where then they don't even know where to return things, you know, people aren't necessarily going to carry on using you, you know, and then everyone misses out because, of course, you know, we all love the convenience of Amazon, and, you know, if they're no longer convenient, then that's a shame because we would all have to find then other places to shop apart from anything else. So, yeah, anyway, that's my bit of a rant. But let me know below, what's your experience? Is it just me, or have Amazon just now totally kind of, you know, mucked up on their entire thing that was their fantastic selling point in the first place? I mean, yeah, I would love to know. I mean, I've spoken about it with my dad, and he definitely has been having loads of problems. His seems mainly with delivery, where you're obviously paying for Prime and it's, you know, next day delivery, and then it's not coming the next day. You know, at first I kept on saying to him, oh no, I haven't really noticed that. To be fair, I have noticed that now. You know, I've ordered loads of things that actually, some of them haven't arrived for like a week. On the whole, that's fine, because on the whole, I'm not necessarily needing things urgently. But, you know, I can see what he's saying, because you're paying for Prime, you know, which is allegedly next day, and then you're not getting it the next day. So I can see where he's coming from with that. But my major problem is with the returns process, because, you know, who wants to buy anything that then you can't return? You know, or that is so difficult to return that in the end you give up and don't bother returning it, or that you have to pay for the return, you know, which the paying for the return is like half the price of the item you're returning. It's, yeah, just a bit of a crazy kind of situation. And I just, oops, I've now forgotten and been gluing this down, you see, because I'm so busy talking away. Anyway, I just wondered, what's everyone else's experiences lately? Have you also been experiencing these types of nightmares with your Amazon returns, or is it just me? I don't think it can be just me, but yeah, let me know below. Is it driving you as mad as it's driving me? Because it's properly driving me crazy. Okay, right, let's stop moaning about Amazon now, shall we? Right, okay. So, yeah, this is the Paris bouquet. I think I did say that already, but just in case I didn't. Oh, it's so weird. It's still really grey and cloudy out there, but it's actually getting like really, really muggy now. So I'm sat here kind of feeling really, really warm. It's very, very strange. I don't know, maybe we're, you know, in need of a thunderstorm or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely weird weather. And again, you know, I know I say this all the time, but I'm filming ahead. So if you look out and you're in the UK and you're like, well, it's glorious sunshine or, you know, whatever, different weather is taking place to what I'm describing. Honestly, I'm not lying. It's because I'm filming ahead. So on the point when I'm filming this, or at the point when I'm filming this, this is what the weather's doing. Okie dokie. Can't even see which way up that's supposed to go. I think that way. Right. Okay, probably only got time for a couple more folding. So we'll just quickly fold these two. Like that. Okay. Oh, my daughter's got ancient Greek day coming up at school. So, yeah, I hope we don't forget it. No, I don't think, well, I hope we won't anyway. She's very good at remembering. And, of course, because she's looking forward to it. So she's, you know, she's going to be kind of really listening out for them talking about it at school and reminding them the day. I think it's on the 21st. So, yeah, that's why we will be kicked out of our house. No, we're not being kicked out, but you know, well, we're renting our house out, but we'll be staying with my parents. So yeah, she will be at school for that. So yeah, I hope she has fun for that. They do forest schools at school now. We didn't used to do forest schools when we were kids. You know, it seems like it's, yeah, probably come about in the last 10 years or so. And she's been doing forest schools. Oh my goodness, she loves it. Absolutely loves it. I think she partly loves it because a lot of it seems to involve eating. So I think they kind of like cook various different things on like a, I was going to say a camping stove. Of course it's not a camping stove. It's, well, I assume a pile of wood that they've just got from the forest. Yeah, she never kind of is that informative as to how things are actually cooked. It's just all about what they've actually eaten normally. So they've had like marshmallows and, yeah, what else have they had? Marshmallows and, well, last week they had pizza. Now I have to say, I said to her, how did they cook the pizza? I couldn't quite get from her what, you know, what that had to do with forest schools. So I'm not even too sure that they made the pizza outside. I mean, you know, they, I'm sure, didn't have a pizza oven outside. So, yeah, I'm not actually too sure what they did with the pizza, but, yeah, so who knows. But, yeah, she has that every week. So, every week so far this term. So, I think they just, like, each year group just does it for, like, one term. But, my goodness, she loves it. And, you know, actually, what a great skill to, you know, be learning and teaching children. I mean, I can remember the boys doing it. I don't think my middle son actually did it, unfortunately. I think his year missed out because they brought it in with a different year group and then they kind of reshuffled how it was going to take place or be taught. And his year group, I think, missed out altogether and they didn't even have it, which was such a shame because I remember my oldest son having it and he absolutely loved it as well. And, you know, like I say, my daughter absolutely loves it. So, and it's so, you know, it's so interesting because, you know, not everybody is academic and not everybody obviously is, you know, cut out for just the style of sitting in the classroom learning. And, you know, lots of people, they flourish a lot more kind of like with more practical things or, you know, creative things or, you know, outdoorsy stuff. So I think to just embrace all of those things within the school day is really good, isn't it? You know, because it gives those other people who perhaps aren't academic a chance to shine at something that they perhaps are really good at or, you know, gifted in. So yeah, I think it's really, really nice. And, you know, the kids absolutely love it. Plus it's, you know, brilliant chance for them to get some fresh air and, you know, get outside and, yeah, just kind of do something completely different, which, I mean, you know, as a family, I mean, I'm not really likely to be going out into the forest, like, building fires or anything. So, I mean, to be fair, definitely in my family, you know, in our house, the kids aren't likely to do things like that. So it's a nice opportunity for them to actually be able to do some of those things that otherwise, you know, they would never experience. Right, okay, I've finally done these. So just going to get gluing these all down. So, oh, what's happened to my wipe now? I don't know what's happened to that wipe, but anyway, got another one here. So I think it's under my hot glue gun, actually. Yeah, anyway, so I just think it's a nice thing for them to be able to do. I remember my son, my eldest son, when he did it, and he was like, oh, you know, we ate stinging nettles. I was like, really? I mean, I know you can, and obviously they make nettle soup and things like that, don't they? But we were then out for a walk one day, and he said, look, I'm going to pick a stinging nettle and I'm going to eat it. Oh my goodness, what? You're going to actually pick a stinging nettle here on the walk and just eat it? What's wrong with you? He did do it. He did do it. He didn't sting himself. I think he kind of like, he sort of picked it up and screwed it up. I know that sounds a really strange thing to say, but yeah, he kind of like had to sort of almost like roll it into a little ball, which now in my head, I'm like, well, that doesn't sound right, because how did he not sting himself doing that? I've no idea, to be honest, how he, you know, how he did it, because I was kind of like watching, but with my eyes closed, you know, because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't watch, you know, just thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be like, you know, taken to hospital moment, you know. But yeah, he did manage to do it, but to this day I couldn't really tell you what he actually did or how he did it. So, you know, again, very cool things to be learning, isn't it? You know, again, more things that I definitely would have no knowledge of and definitely not be teaching them. So, yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Fun to learn all these different things. Okay, there's that one. Okey-dokey. Oh, I might not have time for gluing all of these. Every week I'm like way over ambitious as to what I think I'm going to be having time for. I mean, what's wrong with me? Don't know why. I just get it wrong every single week. I always end up with a bunch that I sort of think, oh, I'll have to, you know, I have to glue that afterwards. Maybe it's time that I try and be a bit more realistic in the first place as to, you know, what I'm actually going to achieve. Okay, there we go. Right. I mean, to be honest, they won't take very long to decorate, I don't think, because, you know, they are very tiny. So, I mean, the decoration is going to be obviously very minimal on these. You know, it's not like you can kind of really do a great deal with them in terms of decorating, but and obviously we will do something. We won't just leave them plain, although they, I mean, they look cute plain, don't they? So, yeah, there's no reason we have to decorate them, obviously. They could easily stay plain. I mean, to be honest, you know, these would look great, wouldn't they? Just literally either inked up or coffee dyed, you know, and being just left exactly as they are. You know, there's no reason why we couldn't just do that. Oops, this one I've not put a paper clip in for some reason. Oh, no, I don't think I've got another big paper clip. I've got tiny ones here. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Right, hold on. Let me just dig out another medium-sized paper clip. So, hang on a second. Oh. Come on. Right. Sorry about leaning straight across the camera there. Right, okay. You know when the paper clips have got that little, you know, the little lip, Just struggling to see which side that was, you know, which way it was going. Right. One. Oh dear. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Struggling again to see which way up this needs to go. Oh, honestly. Just going to bend that paper clip in slightly. It's slightly bent out. Just want it to sort of lay flatter on the page. Right. Okay. Okie dokie. There we go. Put that one down there. Right. Fold this over. So yeah, I'll probably make this one the last one that I actually put together, and then we can decorate one. So just glue that down. And there. Okay, squish that down. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Now, what should we put on these? Got that, oh no, massive compared to that, isn't it? So yeah, clearly not that. Okay, let's just have a look. Got some of my little bits from the Belgian blue. That looks quite pretty on there actually, doesn't it? Which ones were the other ones that I glued together? These. Thought, well, this, you know, perfect size, isn't it? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could cut the blue off. I could cut the blue off. Definitely could do that. Let me just see whether I've got anything else that might be, you know, ideal, kind of slim enough to go on them. What about this? Okay, so this is from my Butterfly Musings kit, and it's the ephemera part. But I'm just wondering if this would be, I think this might be too wide as well. Because they are very, very slim, aren't they? Very narrow, these pieces. So yeah, this might be going to be too wide as well, would you believe? Oh, I do hate cutting ovals and circles. Absolutely rubbish at cutting them. Oh, come on. There we go. Okie dokie, right. Just see. Oh, do you know, that just literally fits on there, doesn't it? How lucky was that? Because I really didn't expect that to fit. I thought, that's not going to fit, is it? It's going to just overhang and look really silly. But yeah, luckily it does fit. So, right, let's just see if we can have a label here as well. Okay. So these are from my labels, I think set 2. I can never remember which is which, so I do apologise. But yeah, I think this is label set 2. Just wondering if we want a bit of lace behind her. Just have a look. Oops, not that much, that's for sure. Maybe like that. So if I just trim that down, in fact, what I'm going to do, I think, is just put her on there and then trim the lace off. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to hot glue this down, which will obviously then clamp that lace in place. Okay. Like that. We just then take the lace off. Like that. Okay. Oh, how pretty does that look? And then just the label. And we could even have the label. Oh, we'll have it down there, I think. So, yeah, wonder if we need the label on some lace as well. Might be too much lace, but we'll see. It's a bit weird because it's not really. Well, I guess we could have it there, couldn't we? So, right, we need to be careful. So again, just going to hot glue this down. Oops. Like that. Okay, let's just take this bit of lace out here. Oh my goodness, how pretty does that look? I mean, that's just literally a label and this piece just from the Butterfly Musings kit. But, oh my goodness, it just doesn't need anything else, does it? It looks absolutely gorgeous, just exactly like that. Really, really, really pretty. Yeah, really pretty. I'm just going to cut this blue off and just see how this would look without the blue on that other one. So this is the Belgian blue, and I'm going to try it on that one that's the Paris Bouquet, because I think maybe once we've got rid of the blue, it looks quite pretty on there, doesn't it? So yeah, should we just have a look at that and again just see whether we could add any lace to that. Let me again just pull that bit of lace in. Ooh. Could have it like that, or kind of like here long again. So let's just try it like that. If we had that there, for instance, or I don't know, here, yeah. And then I'll probably cut that down, but I'm just wondering whether we might be able to have a wax seal. Let's just have a look. Oh, that's massive. That is massive on there, isn't it? So yeah, definitely not that. And I think the wax seals are going to be massive on there too, but what do we think? Is that just like huge? Let me glue this down first. Oops. Okay. And just pop that on there like that. And then again, just going to kind of cut this edge off, just like we did with the last one. Yeah, I'm not sure. That wax seal kind of, you know, it's the same size as the embellishment piece, which, I mean, that's just probably a little bit weird, isn't it? Having it the same size as that. Just having a quick look to see if I've got any words or anything that we could add. Oh, it's annoying because I had some words there just literally a couple of days ago that I was using for something else, and now of course I can't see them. Let me just see if I've got any here. Right, have a look. Delight. Okay. Yeah, just the word, it's a bit better, isn't it? It's you know, it was a little bit big, wasn't it, with the wax seal? So I think just having this little word here, it's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. Let's see if we need any bling. butterfly here. I mean, I know that's possibly a bit much because it's actually got butterflies on the piece itself, you know, on here. But actually, I think it looks quite pretty. So, yeah, let's just go for that. Then we'll just put the bling down, just running across the top. Okay, like that. Oh dear. Like that. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Really, really pretty, isn't it? So, yeah. Really, really pretty. Obviously, I have got these ones left to do, but let's see how many we did. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 that are done, 2 that are actually decorated. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Well, I mean, 11's not too bad. Oh, I need a paper clip for this one as well. 11's not too bad, I think. So, yeah, I think kind of quite a respectable number, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, I hope that you like them. And obviously, they're not my idea. I can't remember whether I actually did say this at the beginning, but they were Gi Kerr's idea. And I do apologise if I didn't say that at the beginning. I obviously completely forgot. But yeah, they're Gi Kerr's idea. So I will try and remember to link her original video. But I hope you have fun if you decide to make some. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys again soon. Thanks, En. Bye.